City boy, city boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, Nate the Great, back with another one. Let's go ahead and get into this. I want to talk about why the WWE is going to continue to suck in 2025, because absolutely nothing in 2024 was, well, good, right? Like, let's just keep it a buck here, all right? 2024 was filled with a whole lot of stop and start and a whole lot of mediocre feuds, title reigns, etc., etc. And I don't believe that them going to Netflix, Raw moving to Netflix, is going to help out in any way, shape, or form with the creative direction of WWE, okay? Because let's just get it out of the way, Netflix already sucks. Everything Netflix pretty much puts out, they get a shot in the dark every now and then where they hit the target right on the bullseye, you know, with shit like like the Squid Games, right? Shit like Stranger Things, right? They'll hit the nail on the head every now and then, right? But the majority of the shit that they put out is absolute slop, right? It's absolute garbage. You're not watching Netflix movies because Netflix is putting out good shit. You're watching Netflix movies because you just don't have anything else to watch. Like, oh, fuck it, I'll just try this shit out today. Like, if you going on Netflix, it's because you want to watch a show that Netflix has that was already on TV that you already know about, or whatever the case might be. It might be an old movie, right? Or you're just going in to see the new movie that whatever big, star might be in that they decided to get into with Netflix. That's it, right? Whenever a new movie, Jake Paul decides to come on Netflix, whatever the fuck, right? That's what you go to Netflix for. You don't go to Netflix in order to consume Netflix's shit, because Netflix produces shit. So I don't think that whatever creative direction that WWE decides to go in is going to be aided in any way, shape, or form by Netflix. Triple H, as we know, is at the helm of things when it comes to creative. That motherfucker is all over the place. Never amongst my childhood do I ever remember Vince McMahon being in all of the promotional events, doing motherfucking media scrums where he motherfucking hires media people to pays media people to come and ask him very scripted questions, and he can give very scripted responses, and then he throws out his motherfucking superstars so they can have media scrums like, motherfucker, you are not the UFC. This shit is not real. Like, let's be fucking for real, bro. So I don't think that the WWE is going to be going anywhere good. Championship reigns, they suck right now. Right now, nobody wants to be a champion. That's just the case. It's just what it is. You might have one motherfucker every now and then, like, hey, I want to go ahead and go for this title, or hey, let's take a shot at the title. Niggas are going out there every week just to have a good match. You know how many motherfucking good matches? I'm so tired of really good matches. Like, there's only so many spots, so many moves, so many things that a motherfucker can do in the ring that it will actually impress me, because at the end of the day, I know that this shit is not real, okay? The reason why people got into wrestling, okay, was not because, they just thought wrestling was real. Maybe as kids, you think wrestling is real, but eventually you know what the fucking shit is, right? You know what it is, right? You understand what professional wrestling is. It's not real. They do the shit. It's real stunts. A lot of, they're actually falling, and falling hurts no matter what, but the shit's not real. They're not actually out there trying to hurt each other. That's what makes the UFC compelling, is that they're actually in there trying to hurt each other and they're billed as the best. Okay? Billed as the best in the world, so we want to see the best in the world compete. Wrestling is completely different from that. Pro wrestling is just completely different from that. Pro wrestling is not about what cool moves you can pull in the ring and what kind of top rope moves and how many flips and back flips and off the rope springboard and dive out of the ring and smash through the that's not what people tune in for pro wrestling for. Maybe the marks. I know the marks. They love to jack off over people getting tossed through announce tables and all that shit. But when it comes to actual grown adults who have who understand that there's a finite amount of time on this planet and they probably shouldn't be spending fucking watching grown men get thrown through announce tables for no fucking reason just because they think it looks cool or whatever the fuck, right? And not even fucking big, strong, huge jacked men like it used to be back in the day. Now it's just a bunch of fucking small, fucking scrawny white boys and goddamn fucking big, buff, broad-shouldered bitches tossing each other through announce tables and jumping off the fucking ropes and shit. Like, yo, this shit sucks, bro. Like, because they're not even doing it for anything. People get into shit because they want to see what the story is, okay? Why are they fucking throwing... Why are they throwing each other through the announce table, bro? Like, why are they jumping off the top rope trying to, do a fucking triple springboard dive? Like, why? That's what people want to know. They don't want to know the what. The what is very... and most people actually understand that the what is not what's, compelling in anything. It's the why, motherfucker. It's the why. Why are you doing this? Huh? Back in the day, the WWE Championship used to be the most valuable thing in the company. Okay? Motherfuckers would cross each other and stab each other in the back and fuck each other's wives over that motherfucking championship. Motherfuckers was kissing ass and doing all kinds of grimy shit and standing on top of, jumping off of shit. They would do this shit in order to get to the WWE championship, and that was their main stated goal. They might get another championship like the tag team championship, but there was always a motherfucking emphasis on, I want to use this in order to get to the WWE championship. And there was a time where that was actually the case. You would use like the Intercontinental or the United States Championship in order to get to a match with the WWE champion. Okay? You would use that in order to get to the promised land, to further push and elevate your name in order to get to that promised land. And that was the whole goal. What does the WWE Championship do? Nobody knows. Right? The WWE Championship is simply a prop on a fucking television show. What does it do for you if you win it? I don't give a damn about, it just makes me feel really good when I get to wear this belt. No one finds that compelling. That's why nobody watches wrestling anymore. Who gives a shit if you just want the championship around your waist? What does it mean for you? What does it do? What does it actually do? In actual plain stated terms, what does the WWE Championship do? There was a time where the WWE Championship was Vince's most prized possession. He would do anything to protect the WWE Championship. For what? We didn't necessarily know, but we know that the WWE Championship was basically it was the top prize in the company, and whoever got it, they got certain privileges, they got certain benefits, like, whatever, being able to pick match stipulations or just getting close to the boss, getting more money, getting more women, Whatever the WWE Championship did for them, whatever their stated goal was for them when they got it, that's what they would want to use the WWE Championship for. You use the WWE Championship for things, and everybody wants to use the WWE Championship for their own shit. It's like a fucking Dragon Ball, bro. What do you want to use the WWE Championship for, bro? Why is it that motherfucking valuable to you, bro? What is your wish that's going to be granted when you get that WWE Championship? Nobody fucking knows anymore. Nobody cares. I don't see people going out there every week talking about being the WWE champion or being the world heavyweight champion. Shit, even the world heavyweight champion and the WWE champion aren't even out there every week talking about what it means to them or what it's going to do. There's no storylines with, Nick Aldis about what the WWE champion is, like what it means to Nick Aldis or whatever. It means nothing to the motherfucking general managers what the title does or who the title holder is for real. It means nothing to them. They're just there to book matches. That's it. That's WWE has made it very clear that their main stated goal as general managers is simply to book matches and to keep things in order, quote unquote. What kind of shit is that? That's it. Nick Aldis, as big and he's a good looking guy or whatever, he's not trying to get no bitches back there. We see him hanging out with Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, and all them motherfuckers. They always hanging out around his office, but we don't ever see Nick Aldis motherfucking creeping up on and trying to get up on Chelsea Green. Like, we don't see this. There's no tension. None of this. All the tension just feels very scripted, and everybody has to go on these long promos. There's no subtext anymore. People come out and say the same shit every fucking week, just talking about wanting to be the best wrestler. You think I give a fuck about who's the best wrestler? Like, come on now. Like the best pro wrestler. You think I give a fuck about you wanting to be able to still hang in there with the young ones? Still do all the moves off the top rope and go through tables and shit with the young bucks? You think I give a shit about that? You think people who, like, actual grown adults who are really looking for entertainment these days, you think that they're going to find that shit compelling? Every single week, we don't get actual motherfucking storylines. I don't see actual storylines. The closest that we are having to actual storylines is motherfucking CM Punk and Drew McIntyre fighting over a motherfucking bracelet. Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa fighting over a motherfucking necklace. Like, what are we seriously even sitting here and talking about? What are we seriously sitting here and even like saying and like what is the Ula Fala do? Oh, you get to become the tribal chief of these jobbers. Who gives a damn? Why should I give a fuck about that? What okay, so when you get the Ula Fala and when you become the holder and the tribal chief and the head of the table, what then will you do with that title? What does it mean to you to hold that title? What does it mean to the locker room? What does it mean to the general manager? What does it mean to the WWE company who is the head of the table? What does it mean for everybody else? Shit, what does it mean for me? It means nothing. It's all just, I just want to be called the tribal chief. I just want to be called the head of the table. I just want the dumbass bracelet that I paid fucking $3 for, that I've never seen CM Punk with a day before in my life. Before that feud. Now the New Day, you know, they have their shit. That shit, boring. Are they gonna keep that shit going in 2025? The only thing motherfuckers are doing is just getting mad at each other for them being treated like not the same caliber of wrestler. Like, they're just not as good in the ring, I guess, as the next guy. What does that mean? Why do I give a shit as an audience member, as a casual? Like, I call myself, a casual fanatic. I will watch Raw as much as possible. I'll watch SmackDown as much as possible, and I usually don't miss pay-per-views. That's just what it is. And it's been that way most of my life. And I would watch, and back in the day, definitely, I was a fanatic. I used to watch Raw every single week when I was a kid. Watch Raw every single week. Watch SmackDown every single week. Every single week. It was a hard sell when Raw went to 3 hours, and I had to convince my parents to let me have the TV every Monday for 3 hours a night. But it was a sell that I was able to somewhat make. If something really interesting wasn't on, then I was able to watch Raw every single Monday. And it's just not like that anymore. Like, who can actually give a shit about the things that are going on? There's no actual stories going on right now. Why do I give a shit if Cody Rhodes is the WWE champion holder, if he doesn't even give a fuck? Yeah, he cared. My dad, he never got it, so I want to get it. But now what are you doing with it? What we are seeing from an audience perspective is that once you become the WWE or World Heavyweight Champion, you get to come out in suits and not wrestle. That's now what we see. We see that a motherfucker is not willing to backstab and do whatever in order to get to these titles anymore. A motherfucker is so cool about getting these titles that they're like, all right, you know what? I'll wait until next week. I'll wait until 3 weeks from now in order to try to get the title. It doesn't really mean that much to me if I get the title right now, because the title isn't really, I just really want it. So we can just do it at the next pay-per-view. We can just have the title match then. Cody Rhodes has had 7 title matches the entire motherfucking year of 2024. And I'm supposed to think that anybody gives a fuck about that title? Not only did he have 7 different title defenses in 2024 that we saw on TV or whatever pay-per-view, but most of those title matches were with the same couple of people. And I'm supposed to believe that this is the North Star of the wrestling world, and the North Star, like, who gives a shit if nobody else gives a shit. Motherfuckers are more interested in the Intercontinental and United States Championships because they're actually coming out there and asking for that shit damn near every week. They're actually having matches and shit that determine that shit every single week. And let's talk about the tournaments. We gotta talk about the tournaments, man. Too many motherfucking tournaments. This shit is not real. Why is there not beef over these titles? Hey, you're a bitch. I don't think you even deserve that title. Hey, motherfucker, you're a bitch. You don't deserve this title. I'm the big dog. No, you're not, motherfucker. Nigga, let's go out into the ring right now and settle this. That's how it used to be. And then you could create a beef off of that. Keep somebody strong by, having a DQ or having somebody come out and motherfucking, interfere in the match because they want to also have a motherfucking say in getting that motherfucking title because that title means that much to them. What happened to actual number one contenders where motherfuckers just had beef? And that's why they were number one contenders. Nobody has beef with anybody anymore. Everybody's just cool. The only reason why people will even get upset at all a little bit is if they just don't feel like the same equal amount of a wrestler. Like, that's it. That's it. There's no beef over the titles anymore. It's just, I want to prove that I'm the best in the world at this and this, that, and the other. Why do I give a fuck if you're the best in the world in the ring, bro? What is that? What does that do for anybody? Triple H, the reason why he books like this is because he's a wrestler. He is a pro wrestler. So he all he gives a shit about is going out there and just having motherfuckers do moves. He doesn't understand that in order to have motherfuckers compelled and have people actually in tuned and have motherfuckers actually like, oh, this is actual compelling shit. He doesn't understand that there actually has to be emotions going into things. Dialogue. He doesn't use backstage segments and ring segments and motherfucking shit. Well, like, sure, he had a couple people go to, like, he had LA Knight go to Logan Paul's house. He had AJ Styles go to LA Knight's house. Or LA Knight went to AJ Styles, however it worked. I don't even remember. I think LA Knight went to AJ Styles' house. He had that happen a couple times. Cool, whatever. What happened to motherfuckers just being in the bar? You know what I'm saying? Being in catering and motherfuckers just coming up and socking on niggas. Hey, I want this title. Get in the ring. Or I'll see you next week, motherfucker. Get yourself ready. Because this is coming. Because fuck you, nigga. What happened to just that? What happened to motherfuckers being backstage talking to the biddies? Saying, hey, I'm trying to get with that. That's the champion's girl, and hey, I'm trying to get with that, whatever. What happened to the beef? The girls, they don't even really beef over things. What are they, like, what, can anybody actually explain to me what the girls are beefing over? We know what Rhea and Liv are beefing over. They're beefing over Dom, but anybody else? Oh, you just want to be the baddest bitch? You just want to prove that you can go in the ring, I guess? You just want to be the best female wrestler of all time? Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? What kind of moves and shit you can do in the ring? What does that do for you? And that's the problem. That's what we're not getting to. We don't know the why anymore. The casual audience is no longer able to grasp the why. Triple H is not understanding that there needs to be a why to this. Why should I care? Why should the general population of anybody who gives who wants to be entertained, why should they care about this? I don't give a fuck about the gold. This is not UFC. Whoever has that gold is not the best in the world at really anything, right? They're not. What are they the best in the world at? Doing moves off the top rope, springboard diving. What are they the best at? Sucking Triple H's dick. What are they the best at? We don't know. We don't care. And I continue to watch Raw and SmackDown every single week, or I'll try to, you know what I'm saying? But the shit, like, I don't understand why shit is happening anymore. Shit's just not compelling anymore. Sure, Kofi and Xavier Woods, they want to be tag team champions, but nobody's explained to me why. They've been tag team champions 14 other times. So why do they want to be tag team champions again? They just like being champion, I guess. They just want to be champion, I guess. See, this is not going to work. Netflix is, the first Raw on Netflix is going to be cool because, John Cena and The Rock and all them may be back and all that stuff. We're going to see Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes and all the stars and everything. They're going to come out for the night, and that's going to be cool or whatever. But the problem will remain the problem after January 6th. The problem of why the fuck should we stick around? Who the fuck cares about this shit? The Rock is going to be there for 1, maybe 2 weeks, and that's it. John Cena, I guess, will be there every week, or he says he'll be there every week. That's what he, or at least at every pay-per-view. We'll see what John Cena does, but why is John Cena there now? I guess we'll see. But the fact that John Cena came out and said, hey, I'm going to have a one last run at it, and I'm going to start it in 2025. You know, I'm going to start it in January, and I'm going to end it at that WrestleMania or whatever, or that WrestleMania will be my last WrestleMania, and all this and that, and I'll leave after that year. Like, why are you telling us all this? You know how mad I was when he came out and said all that shit? I'm like, okay, well, who cares? Or not necessarily who cares, but why would you say that? Why not just come back and just go for a year? Why not state that when you actually come back? Why are you announcing it now? That was the dumbest shit that I saw, and it wasn't conducive to any storyline. He didn't say I was going to come back. You know, I'm going to come back one last time and try to do my best, and I'm giving myself a year to win the WWE Championship. Oh, shit. To win the WWE Championship. The motherfucking police just came by. He didn't say that. He didn't say I'm trying to come back one last time and win the Royal Rumble and win my last WrestleMania match just to prove that I'm still the motherfucking best and I'm still the motherfucking dog around here, and anybody that has any problem with it, they can suck my dick because I'm the motherfucking man, the hustle, loyalty, respect. He didn't say any of that. All he said was, oh, I'll be back for a year. Hopefully this Raw, this January 6th Raw will be good. I'm really hoping on it, because at this current moment in time, I'm just not very convinced that just because they're moving to Raw, somehow, some way, the shit's just gonna get good. Because the same motherfucker is still at the top of the mountain. It's still Triple H. And Triple H still motherfucking sucks. Maybe not as a wrestler. He was a real good wrestler back in the day because he was actually compelling when he was the game. And he was Triple H. And he was entertaining, right? But now he's Paul Levesque, CCO of the company, Chief Content Officer. So why the fuck do I care that he's out there, or that he's pointing at motherfuckers backstage, or that he comes out and is swinging on Kevin Owens? Like, who gives a fuck? This nigga is the writer, and he lets everybody know. He wants everybody to know that he's the writer. He's the head creative. He's the head. He wants everybody knows. That's his stake to claim. That's him. He's the one who books the matches and writes the stories. Even though there are no actual stories. It's just tournament after tournament after tournament after tournament. That's it. That's what we see. Somebody else loses the title or wins the title. Next week, there'll be a tournament for the title. Let's get started. Let's throw out the same three motherfuckers. Let's get somebody up from NXT or whatever the fuck, and let's go into a tournament. And then once the tournament is won, we're gonna have y'all motherfuckers go out there every single week and say, hey, I'm the best in the world. No, I'm the best in the world. Well, I'm gonna show you that I'm the best in the world. And then they go backstage and that's it. Or maybe somebody says something slightly disrespectful about somebody else's wrestling moves, and then somebody swings on each other for what? And then the security come out. And then Nick Aldis or motherfucking Adam Pearce comes out sweating beads and throwing glasses and doing this shit. For what? We don't know. There used to be brawls and all kinds of shit all the time, and the security just... The only time the security was there was when shit got really out of hand. And now anytime a motherfucker swings on each other slightly, starts tapping each other on the cheek a little bit, now the security is all down there, 30 motherfuckers coming down the ramp just to stop these motherfuckers. Like we're supposed to give a shit. So I'm afraid, man. I really give a fuck about wrestling, man. And I don't think that anything is going to be changing anytime soon. So we'll see. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, but I don't have any hope and any kind of anything for that Triple H is going to get the job done. If they don't get somebody else in that motherfucking creative seat and get Triple H off all these motherfucking advertisements and all this shit, then I don't see WWE going very, very far on Netflix. I think if WWE is on Netflix and Triple H remains head of creative, they'll be canceled on Netflix before 2 years, and they'll be they black asses, they bitch asses back on motherfucking USA. Now, this has been another one. It's your boy, Nate the Great. If you like this video, please subscribe and comment. And I'll be back with another one, baby.